Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Joel Dickson, Global Head of Advice Methodology at Vanguard, to discuss why Americans have saved at record rates and the solutions available to help them achieve that. It is great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
It's great to be here, Jill. Thank you.
You got it. And Americans faced several ongoing economic challenges last year, but according to How America Saves 2022, it was still record-breaking for retirement savings. Can you shed some light into the data?
Absolutely. So How America Saves is a report that we put out that covers roughly 5 million retirement plan participants across the United States. And this annual look for last year really did show that in the face of a lot of challenges that investors and retirement plan participants may have faced, you think of high inflation, rising interest rates, poor financial market returns in 2022, higher mortgage rates for homeowners. Even with all of that, participants saved at record levels, shown by the data. An average deferral rate on their own contributions to retirement plan was at a record high of roughly 7.5% of their salary. And when you include contributions that employers put in on behalf of their retirement plan savers, the total savings rate was on average over 11%. And when you think about what's needed for saving longer term to meet your retirement plan goals, those are some pretty good numbers on average if you have access to a good retirement plan to be able to save.
And we see that Americans have saved at record rates, but can you dig into why? What features or tools are contributing to such record highs?
Yeah, there are certainly a couple of things. The big one has really been a trend over the course of the last 15 years or so, and that is the real emergence and expansion of automatic enrollment options in plans. Those features where when you start in a retirement plan, in your employer's plan, you will often have this automatic enrollment at a certain level of contribution and into an investment option that is typically something that is a low cost, globally diversified stock bond mix appropriate for your age. And that kind of combination of good saving strategy, good long-term investment options has really been driving this success, if you will, and resiliency from a savings and return standpoint. Just to give you a sense of that automatic enrollment option, more than 3/4 of large plans, those with more than 1,000 participants, have that automatic enrollment option today, and it's nearly 60% of all plans. That has really revolutionized the retirement plan landscape. You then combine that with record low trading behavior among retirement plan participants, not, if you will, reacting to the vagaries of markets in the short term, and instead keeping focused on the long-term outcomes for their retirement savings. We saw about 6% of participants trading in 2022, a record low, and that has been a continual decline over the course of the last 15 years, and is really kind of the flip side of the automatic enrollment. You're kind of locking in those good behaviors with the automatic enrollment, and that's showing through in terms of behaviors overall among retirement plan participants.
Let's touch on advice. In what ways did the data show this to be a value-add service, and why does Vanguard believe it's the next frontier in encouraging positive saving and investing behaviors?
Yeah, advice really, as we talk about automatic enrollment revolutionizing the retirement plan landscape, advice kind of is the next frontier of that, if you will, now personalization to a individual participant's goals and opportunities. Many goals are trying to be met over our participants' lifetime. It's not just retirement savings, or more appropriately, it's in addition to retirement savings. So having access to tools to simplify what are sometimes complex financial planning processes can happen in a number of ways. We've seen a big increase, for example, in financial wellness programs and opportunities so that participants can better manage things like debt and how they're saving for the long term, as well as meeting their short-term concerns. But one of the other big ones is this access to advice. We are seeing employers, especially large employers, providing greater access to affordable, useful advice solutions to enhance participants' overall financial success throughout their entire life for many of the goals that they have. And in fact, in 2022, the really large employers, those with more than 5,000 participants, about 80% of plans are offering a affordable advice service for their participants. And at the end of the day, when it's talking about the value that you can get from advice in a journey and letting an advice program follow you through the course of your life and make those trade-offs and make sure that you're still on track for all your goals, more personalization correlates with more value potential. And so advice really is taking, in many ways, that automatic enrollment where everyone kind of gets the same contribution rate, the same investment option in that default piece, to the next level and saying, hey, if we can personalize it for you, that will drive greater value and greater opportunity.
And Joel, in the last minute here, let's switch gears a bit. We've experienced some economic weakness, with potentially more to come in the month ahead. What guidance do you want to leave our viewers with as they navigate these tricky times in the market?
Yeah, I think the main message, and we talk about this from a Vanguard perspective all the time, and as we talk about what we say are Vanguard's principles for investing success, and the focus of that is it's really within your control. Yes, there's a lot of things that are happening. The economic environment, the markets, they may be going up, they may be going down. But if you are consistent in saving let's say 10, 12, 14% year after year, not saying that's easy, but if you're consistent in doing that and investing in low cost, broadly diversified options in your retirement plan, you are on track largely to make your retirement goals and needs. So that is really up to you. You're in control of your own financial future.
All right, Joel, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.